Hello, mis cielitos, and welcome back. Coco and Rosh are here, and we are continuing Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Hello, Chaplain.
Thinking about it from that angle, the key to bringing her testimony will surely reveal itself.
She likes to get to know all the peeps, huh? Pretty chubby prison warden, if you ask me.
Chummy, she killed the man detective.
Poor guy would have been in cuffs, not to mention a neck brace. He was defenseless.
Warden Lagarde was the murderer. The evidence points to that conclusion and no other. I said I questioned tonight, but it wasn't anything serious, you understand?
Hold it!
So am I right in assuming that you talked tonight, the night before the show? Exactly, darling. It would have been around 3 a.m. on the 27th. 3 a.m.? That falls squarely within the window of time laid out in the autopsy report. That seems rather late for a friendly chat. Wouldn't he have been asleep? Normally yes, but if you remember, God was attacked in his cell. We had to examine the scene of the crime, gather information. Those things take time, sweetie. I assure you, he was wide awake. We all were. Regardless, I find it somewhat odd that you would choose to question him at such a late hour. Oh, you're such a tease, aren't you? Anyway, no matter how odd you think it is, I had him brought to me and that's what happened. Must you really insist on questioning every last thing I say?
Sorry, Thiefs, he's like a dog with a bone sometimes. I'd be sure to scold him once we're done. Though, would you mind giving us a little more info? Like, where you had him brought to?
My office, of course. Where else? Her office, which is where we believe the body was moved from. It was around 3 a.m. the night before the show. I had them bring him to my office.
Hold it!
Reminds me where your office is. You've seen the sign of the detention center corridor, I imagine.
The one that says, no entry?
That's it, sweetie. My office is just up in there. A short walk from the holding cells. I understand that you also have access to the yard. Why, of course. That's where my gorgeous little garden is. Oh, I see where you're going with this. You're saying that's how I moved the body. You had the means and the opportunity. It's hardly impossible.
Overruled!
Hardly impossible proves nothing. You have no evidence for this assertion.
Objection!
There's no other way that the body could have been moved.
Overruled!
Surely you haven't forgotten that it was Mr. Saint who dropped Mr. Knight's body down the well.
She said, you're miles off, Edgeworth.
No. I probably shouldn't push this any further for now. I make a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home.
Hold it!
What did you Knights speak about? Oh, nothing much. Just small talk, really. I asked him about what animals he liked, what his hobbies were. His hobbies? Then I imagine you talked about chess. Oh yes, I couldn't stop him talking about it, in fact. even had a piece of paper covered with little notes about it in his cell. At least I think that's what they were about. So she's seen Knight's correspondence chess diagram. Knight was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it.
Hold it!
How was he when you spoke with him? Oh, he was so open and honest, darling.
What?
That guy, honest!
He was talking about one croissant and promoting a prawn? I suppose he must have been hungry. En passant and promoting a pawn. It seems he spared no one from his obsession with chess. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away.
Hold it!
If he really had gone back to his cell, he would still be alive today. You really think I murdered the poor man right there in my office, don't you? But what would my motive have been, darling? I told you I barely knew him. I'm no angel. I have my grudges against Canis, but Knight had nothing to do with that animal. She really does hate Canis.
Hold it!
You say that you bear a grudge only against Canis, is that correct? No, I despise him, coming into my prison, thinking he'd do whatever he wants. But he won't get away with it. I'll clip his wicked wings if it's the last thing I do. And that awful dog of his, it's a menace, completely upended the peace and quiet of my home. He even hates his dog. It does seem at first glance that she didn't have much of a motive to kill Knight. But she hates Canis so much that she probably hates anyone who has anything to do with him. Thinking about it from that angle, the key to breaking her testimony will surely reveal itself.
He likes to get to know our... Oh, well, there you go, we just said this one.
Yeah, we might have repeated all that. Sorry, folks, been 2 weeks.
Yeah. Sorry, I have uni, Coco's a busy lady. Well, it would be this one, right? And then it would be the diagram because they are corresponding.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. And we know she's seen it because she mentioned it. Yeah.
Objection!
Judge Gavel, I'd like you to take a look at this. Notes about a game of chess. What is the significance of this, Mr. Edgeworth? It was found in Knight's cell. Which is exactly where you said you saw it too, Warden Lagarde. But you didn't just see this game in Knight's cell, did you? You've seen it in Mr. Canis' cell too. What do you mean? Oh, come now. Don't tell me you haven't taken a look at the chessboard in maximum security. I imagine you watch his every move like a hawk. Or rather, I imagine you feel that doing is your only option.
She wants to find out who his cronies are, right?
Personally interrogating your own prisoners is highly irregular, to say the least. But as you said, Mr. Canis has threatened you. He puts your precious home at risk. And that's why you took it upon yourself to question him. You wanted to find out who his dogs were. And so what if I did? You also told us you read his letters, which means you must have known about one key fact. You knew he was playing correspondence chess. And then who should appear but Knight, carrying with him a diagram of a very particular game? We ourselves use that diagram to infer a connection between the two men. And it seems you came to the same conclusion. But in your fear, you took your reasoning one step further. You surmised that Knight was Mr. Canis's henchman, sent to kill you.
Which is the real reason she had that chat with the Bronxster. If his boss couldn't crack, maybe he would.
And when you questioned Knight, you made another discovery. For there, inside his chest set, you found a hidden chisel. The murder weapon itself. As far as you're concerned, that chisel meant one thing. Canis. But you convinced yourself that Knight was working for Canis, and that is why you killed him. I see you have no more excuses. Judge Gavel, your verdict, please. Much as it grieves me, there would appear to be little room for doubt. I hereby give my verdict. Bronco was... In the name of the goddess of justice, who is it this time? Warden? It's a joke. It's all a big, stupid joke. You people just don't get it, do you? I think we've proven that it's you who didn't understand things correctly. Me? Please, darling. I understand it all perfectly well, thank you very much. And I understand that there's a glaring contradiction in your theory, Mr. Edgeworth. You're just grasping at straws now. I have no time for this. Your Honor, the verdict.
Overruled.
I'm curious to hear what the warden has to say. What? You're a doll, Verity. I just have one last thing to say, then Mr. Edgeworth can declare himself the winner.
Hang?
Does anybody remember a certain autopsy report? Of course, we received the finalized version only this morning. That's right, and I was listening to what you told us about it. Verity, even if nobody else was. You said the wound was 4 inches deep. 4 inches? Wait. Riddle me this, Mr. Edgeworth. How does a tiny chisel make a 4-inch wound?
I mean, it's quite a big chisel, isn't it?
4 inches? Yeah. Forgive me, O goddess. I came perilously close to making a terrible mistake. Looks like your theory is the one that doesn't hold water, Edgeworth. What now,
Oh, okay, I get what they're from. What do we do?
I'll be fine. Mr. Edgeworth always comes through. Right, sir?
Looks to me like the Milesatron's out of commission.
You're in a Turnley too, aren't you? Well, why don't you do something? Turn things under heavy, a desperate rough. Blurt out the first mind-blowing thing that comes to you.
Look, detective, I'm as much of a man of action as the next guy. But without evidence, we're up a creek without a paddle here. This might be the end of the road.
We can't give up now. We have to do something.
I'm certain that Warden Lagarde is the killer. It's the only explanation that fits the facts of the case. But if the chisel wasn't a murder weapon, what other bladed weapon is there here in the facility? It seems we still do not have all the answers, nor the evidence to provide those answers. Alas, we must wait until the trial to see this matter resolved, I'm afraid.
Objection!
No. We know how he sounds. Ah, come on, G. You're just giving the killer a chance to destroy the evidence.
Are you calling the judicial process into question, Mr. Fender?
Nope, not me, nuh-uh. I tried, Miles. Any bright ideas?
What is a real murder weapon, since it's clearly not the chisel? Confound it! This question throws everything we've deduced out the window. Nothing to add, Mr. Edgeworth. Allow me to remind you that claims not supported by sufficient evidence are subject to the harshest penalties. It's hopeless! I can't think of anything! I need more time! Loath as I am to
You can't give up now. Remember what Mr. Fender said. Simeon's counting on us. Without us, he's... Remember how upset he was? He was devastated. Nobody's in more pain than him over Mr. Knight's death.
Might be the only one in pain.
There's no way he did it. But if we can't save him, who will? And what's more, he believes in us. He's sitting in that cell waiting for us to bring him some good news. And I, for one, won't walk away until we have some.
Hey.
Gee, Miles, your little buddy there's quite the motivational speaker. And she's right, too. When you find yourself on the ropes, think of your client. Picture them pleading with you to help them. Doesn't that make you want to fight back as hard as you can until the very end?
I know this is supposed to be like a motivational scene, but with Edgeworth just staring off, not even looking at him, face empty.
Should I get pizza for dinner, or...
Maybe sushi?
Think of your old man. Good old Gregory. No matter how bad things looked, he'd always find a way to turn it around and save his client. And you're just like him, right? If there's any way to force a turnabout here, you're the one who will find it. Simeon's counting on you.
Judge Gavel. You seem to have recovered your composure, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you mean to attempt a defense, I would advise you to consider the ramifications. You have repeatedly proposed misguided theories and have made numerous false accusations. If you do so again, I will have no choice but to judge you unfit to serve as a prosecutor and relieve you of your badge for good. She's right. I put forward a number of theories that proved to be flawed in one way or another. Have I made some sort of fundamental oversight? Oh, wait. She said my theories were misguided. Nothing to say. Then the court will tolerate no more of your time wasting. I hereby...
Sir!
Mr. Edgeworth!
give my verdict. That's it! I've been thinking about it the wrong way all this time. My theories weren't misguided. I was being misled. God damn it.
One day she's just gonna start bludgeoning people with that hammer. I swear
Yeah.
she constantly gets interrupted with that.
I think it's a little soon for that, Your Honor. I'd say it's well past due, darling. Wouldn't you agree, Verity? Mr. Edgeworth, you may proceed. What? I'd like to remind you of a few things. The sighting of his dog Helmet. The fact he wasn't at the show. These and other facts made Mr. Canis the obvious suspect at first. This again, Mr. Edgeworth. You seem almost proud of your blunder. But what if the real killer wanted us to suspect Mr. Canis? What if it was all carefully arranged? And what if the same was true of the chisel, our reported murder weapon? Knight had been stabbed multiple times in the same place with a bladed instrument. What if he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon had been removed? Just to leave traces of blood on it for us to find. That was how the killer misled us into thinking the chisel is the murder weapon. But why mislead us in this way? Why indeed? Why make us think the chisel is a murder weapon rather than whatever they really use?
To get Canis transferred. It's gotta be, right?
Mm-hmm. Warden, you took advantage of what the chisel seemed to suggest. What it suggested? What are you talking about, darling?
Hold it!
Mr. Winner, if I were to tell you the murder weapon was a chisel, what would you think?
Well, I'm here. That Mr. Canis is the real killer.
And there you have it. That was the trap the warden set for us.
Oh, Mr. Canis had a bunch of chisels, so she wanted us to think it was one of his, right?
Indeed, that was her plan right from the start. To frame Bodhidharma Canis. Your reasoning would appear to be sound. Warden Lagarde certainly seems to harbor a deep and abiding hatred for Mr. Canis. However, I think you know what I'm going to say next. That alone is not sufficient proof that Warden Lagarde is the killer.
I
Hey.
love the way they've shaded her lips and her sprites.
Ooh, I'll have to pay.
They're so good. Anyway, sorry.
I knew that wouldn't be enough. There's only one thing that will prove it. The real murder weapon that we now know must exist. Oh yeah, they are very pretty. If you cannot prove your theory, then this conversation ends here.
Objection!
If we could just find the real murder weapon.
Objection!
How many times do we have to go over this? We searched the prison from top to bottom.
Eustace is quite correct. No other possible murder weapon has been found. I'm afraid you're at a bit of an impasse.
Objection!
I can still prove my case yet, Your Honor, because it's still here inside this prison. This would have made sure of that.
The security gate.
I'm glad you at least remember what it is. And do you remember what it does, do you?
What a bitch. What a bitch. Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. The security gate detects metal. Which means you can't bring anything metal into the prison or take it out. Oh!
Precisely. If there is another murder weapon, it cannot have been taken off the premises. But nor can it have been brought into the prison in the first place. And so we find ourselves right back to where we began. Judge Gavel? What I am trying to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth, is that if you wish me to believe that there is another murder weapon here in the prison, you will also have to explain to me how it got here. Alright, we know that the chisel was smuggled into the prison inside a pocket chest set. But our contention is that the chisel is not the real murder weapon. So if the weapon came from outside the facility, then there must have been a way to bring it in. Yes, the question of the hour is this. Can you show me this alternate route? Ugh. How did the weapon Warden Lagarde used get into the prison? You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct? Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Canis is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. Of course, that's how. The fact that it is here with us shows how a bladed object could have been brought into the facility as well.
Cookie.
Cookie. What's it? Prison search.
Oh, it's the bells.
Is it what? Oh,
It's the bell. It was seized during place, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Take that!
Allow me to remind you of our conversation with Mr. Canis yesterday.
Yes, it was but one of my bells. One of only two in existence.
Just two?
Two and only two. One for my knife, and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted. Utterly unique. My ears are my guide, after all. And I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me.
So you see, there's a way for objects to be brought into the prison unscrutinized. As part of the evidence Warden Lagarde borrowed from the police. What? I like how for a split second when like his head's turned, you see his like sausage lips.
Yeah, like...
Mr. Canis's knife was part of the evidence in the case against him, and that evidence was here in the prison. Not only that, but the knife had a certain bell attached to it. The bell that was attached to the chisel. Correct. The killer took the bell from the knife and attached it to the chisel.
Be right? The chisel only had Mr. Knight's fingerprints on it.
Easy enough to explain if the killer wore gloves. She made it look as if the chisel was the murder weapon, and then attached the bell to it. In doing so, she made sure that all the evidence pointed to Mr. Canis. And who had access to the evidence from which the bell was taken? Why, only the person to whom it had been entrusted.
Who was it, sir? Who's been messing with the evidence?
I believe that would be you. Isn't that correct, Warden Lagarde? Well, sounds exactly rare, you know. Anybody could have set that up.
Objection!
Unluckily for you, that isn't quite true. These particular bells are unique because there are only 2 of them in existence. What? By attaching that bell to the chisel, you as good as declared yourself the killer. But you don't have any proof that knife was ever here to begin with.
Hold it!
I don't. Not yet, anyway. Mr. Winner, I'd like you to order another search of the prison right away.
But if you do find something, that's going to make things awkward for me.
This isn't about what's convenient for you. We have to find the truth. You're a prosecutor, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but you know.
This worthless excuse for a prosecutor. If I had investigative authority, I wouldn't be sitting on it.
Anyhow, it's not my decision to make. The warden would have to authorize it.
You know full well that you would do no such thing. You have the power to insist on a search. Use it! Sorry, darling, but not without that evidence. The goddess of justice cannot bestow her blessings on those who lack the proof to support their claims. Our work here is done. The rest of this matter will have to be settled in the courtroom. No, if we give Lagarde the opportunity,
Her crocodile will digest the knife.
she'll destroy whatever evidence is left. I have to object. I have to stop them. But what do I say? I don't have anything concrete to offer. What am I thinking? I'm never this reckless. Not a man. No, I can't back down now. I've got to put everything on the line. I'm not a prosecutor right now. I'm an associate attorney with a client to defend. Only I can save Mr. Saint, and that means... Even if my chances are 1,000,000 to 1, it's still worth a shot. It's now or never. Should I object? I suppose this must be how a certain serial bluffer always feels. Regardless, I cannot walk away.
Objection!
You little bitch! Did he even finish for her? Wait for her to finish undoing her mallet. Wait, Your Honor! This had better be good, Mr. Edgeworth.
They should just like show her hand twitching on it occasionally.
Yes. I've got it. Got what exactly? The real murder weapon, of course. I know where Mr. Canis's knife is.
Do you really, Mr. Edgeworth?
I do. Not at all. If I did not know better, I would say that you were bluffing. Huh, you rude me, Your Honor. I don't know the meaning of the word. This is terrible for my heart. There's no way you could. It's not here, I tell you. Well, would you be so kind as to enlighten us? Where is the real murder weapon? Think, Miles, think. Somewhere not even the police would search. A blind spot in this zoo. A hiding place that the warden could be absolutely sure of. Hiding place? No!
If you insist. Come on, Helmut. Open up.
If it's showing this, I think you were right.
It is in the crocodile, remember? Gumshoe's metal detector beat.
Yeah. Did she use the same trick? No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? These poor animals.
Like, at least Helva only had the chisel in his mouth.
Yeah.
I think the crocodile's eating it.
But the more I think about it, how many foolproof ways to evade detection could there be? Mr. Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep on disassociating? There's the faintest possibility I'm right. But if I'm wrong, we stand to lose everything. Your Honor, this is where the real murder weapon is hidden.
Take that!
Here, in the yard. Indeed. I don't believe I understand. Would you care to explain a little more?
And
Oh,
there she
look at her.
is.
You're so beautiful, yes you are. Of course. That's where it must have been.
Huh?
What's the matter, detective?
Metal detector, sir. It's reacting to the alligator. Oh, sorry, she's an alligator.
What? How? Also, I thought she was a caiman.
Sí. Get it? Sí, por favor. The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. The chisel.
Didn't we just figure out that it isn't the murder weapon?
You might recall that Mr. Canis hid this chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there.
What?
No way!
We detected the presence of a metallic object during our earlier investigation. Judge Gavel, we need to know what's inside that alligator. Understood.
Prepare the autopsy.
And we will need to summon a veterinarian.
I'm sure I could get the little sweetie to open up for us.
I totally forgot she was here.
Same. Jump scare, Regina, jump scare.
Shoujo jump scare.
You just see one of the sparkles like ominously creeping closer.
I'd be happy to give it a try.
Please, by all means. Oh, Gumshoe coming closer, all concerned. Warden Lagarde, the real murder weapon is about to be revealed. Why not do the right thing and confess? I have nothing to confess. As you wish. Then you can simply wait and watch as your lies are exposed.
So, we got it.
This has to be it.
It's over, Fifi Lagarde. The real murder weapon was Bodhidharma Canis' knife, making you the only person who could have killed Bronco Knight. I'm not the criminal here. This is all Canis' doing. I did the right thing. Knight was a threat. He was Canis' lapdog. Curse that despicable man, Canis. Why did he have to come and ruin my perfect little home? We could have been happy forever if it wasn't for him. He ruined my paradise on earth. He ruined everything. Curse him. Curse that pitiless butcher. That awful, terrible, despicable man. Curse him. Oh my god!
I love the villainous breakdowns.
Yeah, same.
They're my favorite part of these games.
At first I was like, oh, that's a little disappointing, and then the jacket came to life. March 29th, 12:34 p.m. Detention Center corridor.
Prosecutor the winner, sir. The test results have just come back.
Winner? I guess we've all been under a lot of stress.
Traces of Bronco Knight's blood were found on Mr. Canis' knife. Just like you said, sir. Congratulations on a stunning victory. Thank you, officer. Excellent work. You can continue complimenting me if you like. Yes, sir. The winner wins again. I think I'm welling up a little.
With rage? Excellent work, Eustace. Just a few loose ends to tie up and we're done.
What are you talking about? I just solved the case, didn't I?
We have yet to confirm whether or not Knight really was working for Mr. Canis.
Who's Canis? Could you imagine?
Oh my god. It will be vital to know if Warden Lagarde was simply jumping to conclusions on that front.
Huh?
There's Clueless, and then there's you.
Well, I guess we'd better get back to our investigation. All right, officer, you're with me. You're about to see the winner win a whole lot more. Prepare to witness first-rate investigative talent in action. Yes, sir. I'm right with you, sir. Can't wait to watch you at work. It's winning time!
I expect this case will cause quite a stir. The attempted murder of a president is news enough, and now his would-be assassin has been murdered.
Girl, why are you babysitting?
Yeah, I really want to know.
You should be at the club. Or at least the bludgeon.
But Knight never sought to kill the president in the first place. The truth is not always as important as it might seem, Mr. Edgeworth. In the eyes of both society and the law.
You even say that?
You do not have to believe me. However, as a prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth is obliged to accept that this is the reality of the world he operates in. Being a prosecutor is more than proving people guilty. That's what I believe. We are all free to believe as we choose, but the law is not to be toyed with for our own personal goals. If you refuse to accept this, then you must prepare to suffer the consequences.
Does that even mean? Wait, you're not gonna take his...
I'm afraid I must be going now. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth. Judge Cavell is right. There must be only one set of laws for everyone. But if following the law means sacrificing the truth, can I really do that in good conscience?
You're out!
Hi, Regina.
Is everything alright? They did let you out, right?
Yeah, but I'm so confused about what's going on. Some guy just came in and said I was free to go, and that I have Mr. Edgeworth to thank.
We found out who the real killer is.
Oh wow, really? You did that for me, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh no, oh no, stop staring at me like that. I'm innocent, I swear. Don't pull the rug out from under me now.
Oh, stop it, silly. It's true. He saved you. So say thanks already.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you.
And a great big Regina Berry thank you from me too.
Mr. Saint talking directly to me? Small victories, I suppose. Can I just ask one thing, Mr. Attorney? Sure. I'm not actually an attorney, though. I thought Bronco was my friend. No, my best friend.
But now?
Well, it's just I never knew. I never would have believed that he could hate somebody enough to want to kill them. If he kept something like that from me, then he never really trusted me, did he?
That's not true, Simeon. Of course he trusted you.
No, he didn't. If he'd just told me, I could have stopped him. I could have told him that hate never helps. That he had to let go of all that stuff. Mr. Saint, I think you're forgetting something. I should show him the thing that proves Mr. Knight trusted him.
I honest to God don't know. Is it the chess set? The pocket one.
Oh. Well, let's give
I'm
it a
not sure. I'm guessing.
Let me just read. I just want to read a couple other things. See if there's anything that mentions him. Because, yeah, that is the only thing that's, like, connected to him.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess it's the only thing I can think of, too.
Take that!
It's the chess set I brought for him. It had a hidden chisel inside. I imagine he meant to use it to escape. What? You mean he was using me? No, he believed in you. He knew he could count on you to bring it, and that you would never be so untrusting as to look inside. I imagine that by not telling you, he was hoping he could keep you from getting caught up in his mess. Oh. Bronco, why didn't you tell me?
At least you understand now, right, Simeon? I'm sure he does. He may not show it, but Simeon's no dummy. A good night's sleep and he'll be completely over this whole thing by tomorrow. Concerning?
I think that's you. That's not as complimentary as you think it is.
Thank you, Edgeworth.
I'll try. I have to for Bronco. I have to show him I can become the best animal trainer out there. That's the spirit. Oh, I almost forgot. We're doing a show soon, a new show soon. I'd love it if you could come, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be joining Regina on stage for this one.
That's right. The Very Big Circus is the biggest, most fabulous event in town. You'll have oodles of fun.
Hey, doesn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, we have to go!
I'll think about it.
You do have a magic twink on the front cover, and I do approve of that.
All right, Simeon. We've got some training to do. I think it's time you and Regent got acquainted.
What? Regent the tiger? No, wait, I can't. No.
Oh, you'll be fine, silly. You've never met a nicer kitty cat.
I can't. Please, Regina, anything but that, please.
Another satisfied customer. Orp, as the seals do say. Well, that was really something, Smiles. Talk about pulling it out of the bag.
I couldn't have done it without you, Thunder. Without your timely intervention, she would have gotten away. Besides, I have you to thank for even being able to investigate the case in the first place.
Oh, if they pat me on the back any harder, and you're gonna make me blush. Or topple over.
I suppose it would be asking too much for you to take this seriously.
Seriously? Miles, my friend, I'm always serious. Anyway, how does it feel to save an innocent client? That's what it means to be an attorney after all.
To be an attorney.
Gotta say, I had a blast. Reminded me of the good old days. Like Gregory was standing right there beside me. It's been like a zillion years since I felt this warm and fuzzy on the job.
That's good? Bittersweet? I'm not sure.
Say, Miles, you ever thought about going into the defense game full time?
Excuse me.
You know, pick up where Gregory left off, get out there and actually help people? Hey pal, don't get any big ideas. Mr. Edgeworth ain't about to switch sides. Why not? Coming over to the light side's all the rage. Everybody's doing it these days.
Come on, Mr. Fender. You know it's not about that.
Chill, team, chill. Don't get it twisted. I was just asking a perfectly innocent question. Where the heck you were? Looks like you got a mean defense team there yourself, Miles.
Fender, I'm a prosecutor.
Yup, and I'm an attorney. You could be one too. I'm serious. Well, I've said my piece. You change your mind, you know who to call. I'll be waiting. Bye, Danny Sexbang.
We'll miss you. Follow in my father's footsteps. Would I really do such a thing?
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad.
The man, the myth, the legend. An attorney, just like my father. Me. Yay!
End. Woohoo! And I'll never have to do Canis' voice again. Which would be like a recurring character.
Yeah.
So much. It's gonna be like it's gonna be the same as Investigations one.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, this gravelly voice is great for this one-off character. Oh god, why does he keep showing up?
Can't wait for the Candace Lang interaction.
I genuinely thought they were gonna do that at one point. I was like, I need to put on more tea.
Alrighty, but with that, we'll end this episode here. Thank you all so very much for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful time zone wherever you are, and as always, please do take care of yourselves and each other. Toodaloo-hoo!
Jelly.